K100 Radio.
K100, you bastards!
Oh man, it's been a long day, but it's been a great day. We talking to a lot of dope people, a lot of great artists. I got another one right here, man. Miss Chopper. See that final sound effect I just made? That's all right. Listen, Massachusetts is in the building, man. This is a long way you came down to rock with us, man. We appreciate you coming through. Thank you for pulling up on us over here at K100 Radio and for this media event. It's been great, man. We talked to a lot of dope people, and the night is not over. So look at that camera right there and tell my people who we rocking with real quick.
So my name is Chopper. Y'all can follow me on all platforms at MS.CHOPPA. And I'm from Lawrence, Massachusetts. I'm out here in the ATL showing y'all what we do up to East Coast.
All right. So how did you find out about this particular event? How you get hooked up with it?
So I'm always connected via Miss Lisa Mack. Y'all should follow her on Facebook. She's the plug for all types of out-of-town events. And now we're here with K100.
All right. So Lisa, shout out to Lisa and shout out to Global Art for hosting this event, and for Lisa for putting it on, man. We've met a lot of really dope talent and a lot of good people. And we got a song also that we gonna get ready. We got a video too. So if you're over here on our YouTube channel and you watching this, we got this blue bandana joint that we getting ready to drop. But first, before we get into all that, let me just chill. Pause for a second, all right? We gotta chop it up with Miss Chopper. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get to know a little bit. I gotta get in my bag before I, you know what I'm saying, go all the way over there. So how long you been an artist? How long you been doing music? Because your body of work, now look at the videos, these are clean, these look real professional, like you've been doing it for a minute. How long you been at it?
So I have been consistently making music for 2 years already, but I've been putting out music as a solo artist for a whole year as of October of 2019.
It looks like it's been longer, but you must have a nice team.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it sounds like you look, you got a nice team behind you too, because everything looks nice and organized, and you know what I'm saying, you got your bag. That's important though.
Yeah, Chop Squad, the Chop Squad.
That's what they call them?
Yeah,
right,
that's the Chop Squad.
Shout out to the Chop Squad. We got to make sure we show them some love.
Feel me?
So tell me, so the music look kind of gangster. Little music kind of gangster. Are you gangster like that? Like
yeah.
That's you.
I'm a gorgeous little gangster.
That's what it is. We want to make sure it all match up. You feel what I'm saying?
Feel me?
So tell me a little bit. No, tell me about yourself. Like, give me a little bit about your background, because we getting ready to play the song. So people, I know it was another song that you wanted to play. Well, we don't have that much, so we got the blue bandana joint. So it's kind of gonna be a representation as far as your grind in this interview.
It's all relevant.
So give me a little bit of background about you, like your come up.
So I'm a hood chick. I'm from Lawrence, Massachusetts, like I said earlier. It's a small town, huge heart, a lot of talent, and I mean, primarily, everything I do is for the community, literally. From street work to music, everything is for my community. So. Yeah,
it's kind of in an effort to give back at the end of the day.
And I mean, that's always the vision. That's the biggest picture.
All right. So coming from this is literally the first time I've ever heard of Lawrence, Massachusetts. Was today. I was today years old when I knew it existed. Right. But because it's a small place,
you won't ever forget it. I'll tell you that much. It's not 75.
A lot of places I be wanting to go just to see what it's like. Like I've been to Boston twice, and that's the only place in Massachusetts I ever stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. I've only been there twice. It was cool. I had a good time when I went. You know what I'm saying?
You got to travel a couple, just a half hour. It's a short drive.
It's a short drive to see the real Massachusetts. To see the real Massachusetts.
Yeah, to get the real experience.
That's how it generally is. To meet the real people.
Yeah, I mean, like Boston got Dorchester and Mattapan, you feel me? But Massachusetts got Lawrence.
Yeah. That's it. It ain't the same.
Exactly.
So this is one of those places I gotta visit and see for myself. Now I know somebody that when I pull up, I'm looking for the Chop Squad and I'm looking for Miss Chopper to make sure everything is 100.
Facts. I'm just a social media handle away.
All right. So listen, being a female artist and being a person who's in hip hop, it's a lot of connotations come with it. We talked to a couple of female artists today. How do you feel? What's been a difficult part of being a female, being a female artist trying to come up through the industry? Because there's a lot of people who do a lot of BS when it comes down to women, stuff they do with women that frankly they just don't try, but with men they just don't. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different things that we could talk about, but give me something that you felt like, you know what, an experience, but like, you know what, if I wasn't a female, they probably wouldn't even try that bullshit with me. And on an industry standpoint, in life, you know, you go through that generally in life, but from the industry, from music industry,
I wish they would.
You don't think so?
I wish they would.
Why? Because you want somebody to just act like they want to do
I
it.
love people to try me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not happening. Not today.
No.
Nah.
So you haven't had any experiences like that?
No, thank God.
That's good.
I'm real thankful for that. I hear of a lot of females getting taken advantage of. The only thing I would say is that I feel like it's harder to come by people that actually want to work with you. I feel like just because you're a female, they may not take you as seriously. But my work ethic speaks for itself, so I'm not. It's just
So
whatever. At the end of the day, if you're not willing to work with me, I don't consider it as my loss. That's kind of your loss.
Oh, yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
I think because at the end of the day, if you put in the work, they should want to work with you if you're actually working. I think sometimes people may feel like that because they feel like, oh, we talked to an artist earlier and she was like, I don't want to necessarily incorporate sexuality into my grind and sexuality into my music as much because they feel like that's all you're going to bring to the table and you're using it as an advantage. How do you feel about that female artist who kind of uses sexuality as a platform in their music? Do you feel like that's kind of on them? That's what they do. It ain't got to do with me.
Yeah, to each their own. I mean, everybody has a cookie that crumbles. If that's what works for you, then that's what it is. But that's not my perspective and my take on anything. At the end of the day, like I said, I do work heavily with everything that I do for the community, and it's not something that I would want to portray. Not to say that it's something that I'm opposed to, but it's not the image that I go for all the time.
One last question, since you kind of touched on it. How much responsibility do you feel as an artist, whether it be now or whether it be 2 years from now when you walking across the stage accepting a Grammy? It doesn't really matter the context of where your career is at. How much responsibility do you feel an artist has to say, to be a role model is the short term, to say what I'm saying matters in some kid, because you brought up community, so what I'm saying matters and what some kid sees me do, I should not put that in my music because of I could be considered a role model? Or do you separate the artistry from everything else?
Nah, I don't include I wouldn't say that I use my music as something that's influential to children. But at the end of the day, everything that I do around my music is just very like real life, everyday environmental stuff, you feel me? So it's not like it's something that's inevitable. They're gonna find out what it is anyway, you feel me? So and that's just what it is. At the end of the day, I'm not here to be a kid's role model. Like I feel like a child should already have a role model. Right. They should know. Just because something is being done doesn't mean that it's actually something that they should be doing. Right. And they should just know right from. I mean, not that they just should know right from wrong, but it's something that you teach them. That's all top behavior at the end of the day. Yeah. I take the stand in the media platform and just from being somebody who's involved in the culture of hip hop that artists are not here to raise your kids. Exactly. All right? That's why they make parental advisory stickers. That's why they put R ratings on movies. That's why I was trying to say that with yeah. So I understand what you're saying because it's not really your job to be quote unquote a role model. However, you understand that with fame and that's going to bring comes a lot of eyes, and people are going to, even if you don't feel that way, they're going to be sponsors that feel like the people with the checks are going to feel like that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's kind of a catch-22 with the fame and the success comes. It's controversial, but again, that's exactly how I feel about it. Yeah. No, it's we want the 100 K100 Radio. We want the real answers. Yeah. Nah, that's as raw as it gets. Yeah, we want the real answers. All right. So listen, I got this video, and I'm definitely ready to check this out. And this is as raw as it gets. This is a gangsta ass video. I got to tell you guys before I play. This is Blue Bandana. I want you to introduce this particular video for me. Tell me about what we're getting ready to watch right now. So this track right here is one of the singles that's from my upcoming project. I did it for Trap Music. It is called Blue Bandana, and it's featuring one of my favorite artists as a child, even growing up. His name is Vado, so a lot of people are familiar with him. I hope y'all enjoy it. All right, check this out. This is K100 Radio, and we're live at this industry event, man. This is a really dope event. Shout out to everybody who put this together. This is Miss Chopper. And Lawrence. This is K100. Representing Massachusetts. Lawrence. Yeah, not 75 over here. We got to make sure we get the city right. I got to pull up on him and see what's happening. Let's see what's going on with this Blue Bandana, you dig? Yo, Al, what up? To K100 Radio.
Yeah. K100, you bastards.
Spent my life in hell, spent my life in hell. I spent my life in hell, spent my life in hell. I spent my life in hell, whole decade tripping, whole decade tripping. I spent my life in hell. I spent my life in hell.
I spoke to God like my nigga, why? They making it hard, I can't even lie. I'm starting to wonder who's gonna ride, who's running off and who's gonna hide. Knock on the door for you go inside. Say what you want for you tell them hi. You get what you want then you tell them bye. If it is what it is, you'll be back at 5. I'm on a mission so I be missing. There's no one to listen but time is ticking. My plug is still fight for no extradition. Know your position, you need permission. Go from the kitchen to corner pitching. I pray for the day when no one in prison. There's too many ways how you gonna get it. R.I.P. Nipsey, let's be prolific.
I spent my life in hell, whole decade tripping. Couple years lost, some months sipping. 4 niggas wasted, all of us is dipping. 6 bitches deepin', all of us is scrippin'. Smoking kerosene, shooting like a pippin'. Should've been a lawyer, where I be convinced that shorty served the time, federal convicted. I could be Bugatti when I get to whipping. Talking DAA, that's death at admission. Talking DBA, that's death for ammunition. Should've kept on reading, God is what you missing. I do what I do, I still go to the christenings. Tatted verses from the Bible, that's DTAR. Death to all rivals, nigga. Tatted verses from the Bible, DTAR. That's death to all rivals, nigga.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
K100, you bastards.
All right. I like that. That was a vibe. The blue bandana. I like that. You thought I wasn't really getting the melody, but I was, though. Trust me, I can multitask. Trust me. I do this shit for real. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
All right. So listen, I actually was that you on the hook because the hook was a dynamically different from the bars. You feel what I'm saying? So I was like, that's you too? You know what I'm saying?
I actually,
you know what I mean?
I actually made the hook first.
Okay.
And then I continued with the bars. But I did the hook first.
Is that how you kind of generally? Well, this is.
That's not generally how I work.
But let me ask this. You don't have to answer this because some people don't like this question. But do you write your own stuff?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
100%.
Cool. That's all right. All right. Some people be. That's listen. That's an.
I'm real.
In this
I'm
business,
real
in my business, that's an offensive ass question. And it used to be. It used to be a standard. It used to be a question that you didn't have to fucking ask in hip hop. But now, if I ask the question, it's a problem. Whereas I really now have to ask because I feel like sometimes we have to ask. But some people get offended by the question.
I feel like people get offended for no reason because there's a lot of body of works where other people have written it that aren't even artists, you know, just typical ghostwriters or even managers at that. And the body of work that comes out from it is dope content, and it's just that they can't deliver it. You're the person that gotta deliver it. You feel me? So I don't know why people get offended to stuff like that.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because there's a lot of controversy about that going on in hip hop right now. You feel me? You know,
I write my stuff.
That's cool.
I sing my stuff. I hum my shit. You feel me? It's on me.
You come up with your own melodies and everything, so you get those interpolation credits and those points.
I get a little bit of a creative directing from a friend. You feel me? The Chop Squad's heavy.
That's what's up. So, and I want to reiterate to everybody that's watching this interview that again, it doesn't mean like she just said. One of my favorite albums of all time is got ghostwriters all over it, which is The Chronic, right? Dr. Dre doesn't fucking write music, and that's one of my favorite damn albums. You know what I'm saying? Period. So we get that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a knock on anybody who doesn't necessarily write their bars, but like but
I'm taking all that clout and all them kudos. Yes, right. I write my own shit.
Because just like Busta Rhymes just said in a recent interview, you know, you can't be considered the greatest ever last name first, first name greatest, last name ever. You can't be that guy if you don't write the bars yourself. To me personally, that's just how I look at it. Like you got to write those bars enough for me to call you a greatest ever MC.
Facts.
Do you put any stock into that? Like if you're talking about the greatest artist to you ever, could a person be the greatest MC rapper if they don't write
Absolutely
their own stuff?
not.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Right. So that's all we saying. Don't y'all get mad. Don't be fucking atting us and talking about nothing. Listen, she write her own shit anyway. So this ain't got nothing to do with her. We just a discussion we having.
You heard him? Can you say that again?
Yeah.
Say it again.
She write her own stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Shit off your shoulder. Man. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? Get that shit off her shoulder. That's all I'm saying. Miss Chopper.
Yeah.
Before we get ready to go, because we just watched your video, so what's the YouTube channel?
So my YouTube channel is the same as the majority of my social media platforms. It's at Miss Choppa, MS.CHOPPA. Don't forget to hit that follow button on the Instagram.
Important.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel and like all my shit.
Do you follow people back?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Because some people don't follow people back.
How do you network if you don't follow back?
Because some people feel like that person isn't important enough.
See,
to
now
follow
I feel like
them back.
interviewing you.
Because some people feel like that person ain't important enough to follow back. That person is, that person ain't.
Nah, you see, I follow everybody back. You don't know what everybody. You don't know what everybody's about. At least I don't know what everybody's about.
Exactly. All right. So make sure you hook up with her again, because we're watching this video on our channel on YouTube. It's imperative that I say this to you guys. You're already on YouTube, fam. Like you literally on the app, right? If you can't be watching this and not be on YouTube, so like right now, if you just started a video, you thought that shit was a vibe.
Cursor, hit the little
You're already
search
on
button
YouTube.
and
Find
put
it.
MS.CHOPPA and just hit the subscribe button.
That's all. We ain't asking you to fucking go rob nobody, fam. Like nigga, we asked you this.
No grand loss, no felonies, no nothing. Ain't nobody telling you
We
to
had a
commit a
motherfucker
crime.
get put in the trunk in here today. We had all kind of shit going on. You feel what I'm saying? So, listen, K100 Radio. I'm your host Blizzum. This was Miss Chopper. We getting ready to wrap the night up. And shout out to Glow Bar. Shout out to Lisa and everybody who did everything tonight. And shout out to my crew. I had my people coming here helping me, man. JC Rock and my son is here helping me, even though he fell asleep on the couch over there.
Out, son.
It's crazy. That's how it is in 2020 with COVID. K100 Radio.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
K100, you bastards!
K100 Radio.